Michigan's in? LSU too? What is this? A popularity contest or a playoff?
Georgia, Texas.
Yep.
Georgia Tech. Didn't RSVP.
Let's go! Party crasher mode.
Playoff chaos? Yeah, we RSVP'd late.
We've run the simulations. Watched spring games. Bribed an AI overlord.
6 sleeper teams. Low expectations. High potential to ruin someone's season.
Wait, Georgia Tech's in here? Is that legal? Legal?
Nah, but playoff chaos never needed permission.
Every year, the preseason rankings tell us who's supposed to make the college football playoff. But history says otherwise. There's always a few teams, quiet, overlooked, or written off, who crash the party. We're talking sleepers, not dark horses, not underdogs. Just programs with enough talent, coaching, or chaos to flip the playoff picture upside down. So today, we're counting down 6 sleeper teams that could shock college football in 2025. And yes, Bigfoot and friends are here for the ride. Oh, and if you're wondering where Iowa State, Syracuse, Indiana, or Liberty are, we already covered those in our Most Underrated Teams video. Go watch that after this. All right, let's start the countdown. Coming in at number 6 is Georgia Tech. Yeah, we said it. Georgia Tech. The Yellow Jackets finished strong in 2024, winning 4 of their last 6 and sneaking into a bowl game with one of the most quietly exciting offenses in the ACC. Quarterback Haynes King returns after putting up over 2,800 passing yards and 27 touchdowns. He's got wheels, too, nearly 700 rushing yards last season. The kid is a one-man chaos engine. Head coach Brent Key has this team believing, and with one of the easiest early schedules in the Power 5, Tech could start hot and climb the rankings while nobody's looking. And remember, they stunned Miami last year. They nearly knocked off Georgia. This isn't the triple option 1985 Georgia Tech anymore. With enough consistency and some help in a wide-open ACC, the Yellow Jackets could turn the playoff conversation sideways. And now, let's hear what Bigfoot thinks about inviting Georgia Tech to the party.
Georgia Tech? Man, they're like that quiet dude at the tailgate who suddenly wins the flip cup tourney. Nobody saw it coming, but now he's on a heater.
At number 5, we've got SMU. And no, this isn't a typo. The Mustangs just went undefeated in ACC play last season. Let that sink in. A team that wasn't even in a power conference 2 years ago just ran the table in a brand new league. And while the national media snoozes on Dallas, head coach Rhett Lashley is wide awake. He won ACC Coach of the Year in 2024, and he's built a program that's fast, physical, and loaded with swagger. At quarterback, Kevin Jennings, a redshirt senior who stepped up big when Preston Stone transferred. Jennings doesn't say much, but his game talks loud. Clean mechanics, smart reads, and sneaky wheels. Offensively, this team is balanced. Defensively, they fly around. And when you've got the best NIL backing in the ACC, a top 15 recruiting class, and a chip on your shoulder from being overlooked, watch out. SMU isn't just trying to compete in the ACC. They're trying to hijack the playoff.
SMU, undefeated in ACC play. Elite NIL balance detected.
Strange. Humans are still ignoring them.
Probably because folks still think SMU's in a video game conference.
Coming in at number 4 on our sleeper list, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And yeah, go ahead and laugh, but you might want to save that for later. This team is coming off a tough year, but don't let that fool you. Shane Beamer's squad is loaded with upside, especially now that they've restocked the offensive line. Yeah, they lost 7 starters in the trenches last season, but they didn't just replace them. They upgraded. The hype is real around quarterback Lenoris Sellers, a 6'3" athletic freak who could be the next big breakout name in the SEC. He's got a rocket arm, legit speed, and confidence that doesn't blink, even in Death Valley. Their schedule is brutal, but that's South Carolina's love language. They're used to being the underdog in a conference full of giants. But here's the twist. They've got real depth, and their defense is quietly improving under Clayton White. If Sellers clicks and the O-line holds, South Carolina could become the team nobody wants to face in October, or ruin somebody's New Year's Six hopes in November.
You better believe I'm bringing my boys. We're top 15, and Lenoris is hotter than my deviled eggs at a tailgate.
South Carolina? Is this a football team or a barbecue recipe?
High heat detected. Quarterback is dangerously spicy. Recommend sideline ice baths.
Gamecocks are back? If they upset Georgia, I'm gonna deep fry myself in tailgate grease.
At number 3, we've got a team that's either about to pop or implode in spectacular, meme-worthy fashion. The Miami Hurricanes. Ranked number 18 in the preseason, but no one, and I mean no one, knows what to expect. The national media is side-eyeing them like suspicious tailgate chili. Every year we hear it. The U is back. And every year they lose to Boston College in a hurricane and vanish like your ex's Netflix password. But this year, it feels different. New offensive coordinator Shannon Dawson is dialing up fireworks. The defense is top 20. They've got real playmakers, including star wide receiver Xavier Restrepo and breakout safety Zechariah Poyser on the back end. And most importantly, Carson Beck, the Georgia transfer, is now under center. He brings championship poise with just enough swagger to fit into South Beach without causing a riptide. The offensive line is finally stable, the skill positions are explosive, and there's a chip on this team's shoulder the size of Key West. What Miami needs now is consistency. If they stay locked in and catch fire in the ACC, they could crash the CFP party with gold chains and receipts. We've heard this story before, but this version might be the real storm warning.
The U is B-A-C-K. Again, and again, and again. Wait, is there a punch card for this?
Carson Beck. Restrepo. Top 20 defense. Wait, is this Miami or Madden franchise mode?
Volatility detected. Confidence interval, 40%. Conclusion, Miami is either playoff material or tailgate fuel.
At number 2, we've got a team that thrives on getting overlooked, the Utah Utes. Despite a brutal injury run last year, Utah still finished with 9 wins and their signature toughness. But this year, they're healthy, mean, and out for blood in their first season as a Big 12 team. Let's talk quarterback. The Cam Rising era is over, and the keys to the offense now belong to Devin Dampier, a dynamic dual-threat sophomore who's earned rave reviews for his poise and playmaking in spring camp. If he delivers, Utah might be even faster than before. Up front, the Utes are built to bully. They return multiple starters along the offensive line, and their defensive front is classic Morgan Scalley, aggressive, disciplined, and downright nasty. Scalley's defenses consistently rank among the best in the nation, especially against the run. Linebacker Lander Barton is back and fully healthy, and he'll be the heart of a unit that loves to ruin Saturdays. This is a team that wants you to test them physically, and most teams regret it. Add in a brutal home field advantage at Rice-Eccles Stadium, plus winnable matchups against the likes of TCU and Kansas State, and this team could very well sneak their way into the Big 12 title game. Kyle Whittingham doesn't do headlines. He does heartbreak, and if you're not ready, Utah will bury your playoff hopes in the snow.
Warning, visiting Utah may result in fatigue, altitude sickness, and one very bruised ego.
Earth rulebook unclear. Is Utah's defense allowed to vaporize quarterbacks, or is that just a bonus?
Utah defender, launched at the quarterback. Legal hit confirmed. Psychological trauma, also legal.
Texas Tech, TCU, UCF. Wait, Utah's hunting us?
One sleeper team, Texas A&M Aggies. At some point, all that money and talent has to turn into wins, right? Well, 2025 might be the year Texas A&M finally stops underachieving and starts making serious noise in the SEC, and maybe beyond. Head coach Mike Elko has quietly rebuilt the Aggies in his image. Tough, focused, and efficient. And while the national spotlight is busy gawking at Georgia and Alabama, The Aggies are quietly gearing up to punch somebody in the mouth. Let's talk quarterbacks because they've got two worth mentioning. Marcel Reed is the expected starter, a dual-threat sophomore who showed flashes last year. He's mobile, confident, and creative with the ball. But behind him? Miles O'Neill, a true freshman who's already turning heads. If anything happens to Reed, O'Neill is talented enough to step in and keep things rolling. At wide receiver, Casey Conception, the transfer from NC State, gives the Aggies a legit go-to guy. He's a yards-after-catch monster. Add in Mario Craver from Mississippi State, and suddenly the Aggies have explosiveness on the outside they've lacked in recent years. The defense could be even better. Torian York is the heartbeat at linebacker, instinctive, quick, and always around the ball. In the secondary, Bryce Anderson is one of the most underrated cornerbacks in the country. He'll likely draw every opponent's top wideout and win more matchups than he loses. Even with Shamar Stewart now in the NFL, the defensive line remains deep and aggressive. Elko's scheme doesn't need superstars, just guys who can execute. And now, he has both. The only question is, can A&M avoid the one boneheaded loss that's killed them in years past? If so, this team has SEC upset potential written all over it. And with the expanded playoff format in 2025, 10-2 might be enough to sneak in. The Aggies aren't just a sleeper. They're a grenade with the pin halfway pulled.
So I know I'm not a Longhorn, but you want to watch the Natty with a Buckeye?
Depends. Are you bringing queso and a win?
Your team's not in it, but I'll bring snacks and emotional support.
You asking me to watch Texas in a Buckeyes jersey?
Opposites attract. Besides, we both hate Texas, right?
Wait, Texas A&M has two QBs now? Marcel Reed and Miles O'Neill? That's not fair. That's a cheat code.
Why does it feel like I'm the only mountain man in all of College Station?
There he is, the last mountain man on campus. We just want to talk, promise.
I knew I should have transferred to Colorado. Texas A&M has talent, depth, and Elko.
Okay.
Who hacked the sleeper list?
Flag on the hype. Illegal sleeper pick. Too much talent on one team. Analyzing Texas A&M culture. Yell leaders. Midnight practice. Conclusion. Aggies operate on a different dimension.
Hold up, what the heck is a gig'em? Is that a fish? A dance move? Do I need a tetanus shot?
From college towns to alien data labs, one thing's clear. 2025 is going to be wild. These 6 sleeper squads might crash the playoff party, or crash and burn trying. So, who's your favorite chaos agent this year? Drop a comment, smash that like button, and subscribe for more football fire. With a side of Bigfoot, BBQ, and Stormtrooper confusion. Hey, real quick. If you're loving the college football content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the End Zone U. Why? Because every like tells YouTube, hey, people are into this. That means our videos get shown to more college football fans, just like you. When you comment, it actually boosts the video and kicks off real debates. We read every single one, and yeah, we see the hot takes. And when you subscribe, that's a game changer. You stay updated, and YouTube puts us higher in the feed so more fans find our content. So, if you're into top 10s, bold predictions, and real CFB talk, hit that button. Welcome to the huddle. This is the End Zone U.